Can I be honest with you? Most auto-chance brokers don't fail because they are bad at sales. They fail because the work takes too long. It's heavily dependent on human. I know this because I live it. I started at the absolute bottom, cold calling, dispatching, and getting yelled by customers, and I climbed my way up to become the CEO of 2 US auto transport broker companies. I thought if I work harder, the chaos would stop. Guess what? It didn't. I was drawn into 10 different tools. I was losing deals because I was slow, and I was watching my agents burn out. So I did something crazy. I stopped trying to fix the brokerage, and I decided to fix the industry. I drained my savings and I built a tech team, but failed miserably. And I rebuilt it again. And finally, AI-powered operation system for auto transport brokers. I don't want to replace you brokers. I want to superpower you. In this video, I'm going to share my entire journey from stressed broker to the founder of TheCarGo. And I'm going to show you the exact system that's allowing brokers to scale 10x without even a single new employee. Hi, I'm Turdiev and I'm the founder of TheCarGo, but I didn't start as a tech founder. Before writing a single line of code, I was a broker myself. I still haven't written code yet, but yeah. A lot of people see software founders and think they read the business books and have a crazy business startup idea, but it wasn't me. My education wasn't in the classroom, it was on the phone, cold calling 100 leads a day. I was a guy giving quotes until my voice gave out, handling dispatches when the carrier canceled and getting yelled by customers. I learned this in a hard way, with the real pressure and the real money on the line. But here's the thing, I actually get really good at it. Not because it's too easy, but I forced myself to be disciplined. Eventually, I moved up, I started training new agents, I taught them how to sell, how to negotiate with carriers, and how to handle the emotional tone of this business. That success led me to become the CEO. This sounds like a success part of the movie, right? I was running operations, managing agents, and making money, but eternally, it was a nightmare. I saw the back end of this industry. I realized how difficult it is to keep agents productive and income consistent. We were scaling, but systems were breaking. Here's where the problem hit me. At Ocean Blue, we're trying to scale. Look at the stack we're using to move a single car. We had a CRM and we had a central dispatch to find carriers, and we had a RingCentral for calls and text. And we had a separate payment processing, note apps for the reminders, and emails are flying everywhere, and Google Sheets to run a payroll, but later I used Notion for that. I realized that my agents were using 80% of their time to log into different tools and moving data from one place to another. Quoting was slow, follow-ups were manual, which means they didn't happen most of the time. And the worst part, there was no automation. I saw the agents, really good people, burn out and quit within a year because income was unstable. And honestly, the chaos is the reason why so many brokers turn into scammers. They get desperate because they can't manage the volume legitimately. I remember sitting at my desk one night and looking at all the disconnected tools, and I had this realization. The industry doesn't need more people. Actually, it needs better tool. I didn't want a slightly better CRM, but I wanted a way to stop the suffering. In January 2024, TheCarGo didn't exist. No code, no customer, just me and the Figma blank page. I decided if the tool doesn't exist, I'm gonna build them myself. I designed everything, the CRM workflow and the quoting flow and the dispatch logic. And I wanted it to be so simple that new users could learn it under 5 minutes. By April 2024, I was ready to build, but this is where I almost lost everything. I hired my first developers and it was kind of a disaster for me because of miscommunication and slow progress most of the time. By early April, I had to pause it. I'd burned money and my time and I had nothing to show for it. Most founders quit here, and honestly, it was tempting. I bootstrapped it with my own money, no investor, no salary. Every dollar vested was money out of my pocket. But I knew the problem was real, so I rebuilt it. I hired another front-end team and it's connected with my backend. By June, we had a prototype. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but it worked. And that period, we had 2 paying customers already. In the second half of 2024, the reality hit again. My backend team had a family issue. I needed to hire another backend, which I hired junior. which almost made no progress, and weeks turned into months, and I fired him again, and I hired another senior backend team this time, and finally, machine started working again. By March 2025, we had a third paying customer signed up. That was a moment, and that was a proof for me that I wasn't crazy. Then another company joined in August and another in October. People were switching from Salesforce, MessagePlane, ProABD, and they were ditching Google Sheets. Why? Because for the first time, they had one software that replaces some of them and handles all of them in one place. So what are we building currently and what we've built so far? As I said, I didn't just want to create another CRM. I wanted to create a digital workforce. See, at TheCarGo, we don't just give you the place to handle and store your data, but we give you AI agents that do the work for you. Imagine this, AI cold caller. It's going to call to leads immediately. If the human answers, it's going to connect to you immediately. If no one answers it, it's going to end the call and make a note and schedule a follow-up. 10x more calls, 0 burnout. The AI SMS agent, it's going to reply instantly and it's going to answer FAQs and even it's going to book the order for you while you sleep. The AI automation, it's going to send SMS and emails as soon as the quote is received, and even you can create the SMS and email sequences for up to a year. Forget sending SMS and email, you just close deals with real people. And the AI dispatcher and AI sales agents, some of them are coming in the future, and also payroll management. So you can handle all your payroll management in financial situation inside the TheCarGo. So forget Google Sheets. We integrated everything natively with Super Dispatch and Central Dispatch. We built the auto quote engine, which gives a quote your leads immediately. We took the tasks that humans hate doing, so repetitive and soul-sucking tasks, and we give it to the AI. This allows companies to scale their output capacity by 10x without single new hire. I didn't build TheCarGo because I wanted a startup. I built it because I was suffering the exact problem you're facing right now. I believe auto transfer brokers shouldn't use 10 different tools, and I believe brokers should earn more money without burnout. I believe that AI isn't just a buzzword. It's the only way to survive in this market going forward. I've poured my life savings and my entire experience in this platform. We are growing fast. We have already 7 companies and more onboarding and approval from major industry players, marketplaces. If you're a broker or the company owner and tired of tab fatigue and manual follow-ups and actually ready to scale, I want to help you, but I'm selective about whom I'm helping with. There is a link in the description for a demo with my team or me. Let's see if TheCarGo is the right fit to replace your kiosk with clarity. I've learned that our system works incredibly well for brokers who are already moving cars but drawn it to manual flow. People who are tired of tab fatigue and ready to hand off the busy workflow to our system. If you want to follow along the future of auto transport, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join my newsletter. I'm going to be sharing everything, the wins, the losses, and the tactics we use to scale. Thank you for watching. I'm Turdiev and this is TheCarGo. See you next time.